In this video, we're going to review the Xeon Builder and see how it works. Hi, my name is Stratos and I'm constantly producing video tutorials about WordPress. Please subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. I want to start by saying that this is not a sponsored video. Xeon Builder hasn't paid me any money. And I wanted to create a video to show you guys how it works and maybe help you decide if it's a good product for you and a product that you want to invest money on. And I wanted to share my opinion about this plugin. So, if you just want to see the review, my opinion about this product, you can go into the description below, you will find timestamps, and you can click into the review and go to the end of the video. If you go into the URL xeonbuilder.io, I will put a link in the description below. It's not an affiliate link. You will find that you will have a try it now feature, which will open a staging environment, and here you can try the product. As you can see, it's very fast, and this is something that it separates for every other builder. It's not the only thing, but this is something amazing, and you can see that the back end is also very fast. I'm comparing many times these features to the Oxygen, where Oxygen is my main tool when I'm building websites, and Oxygen is very fast as for the product, for the website and the visitor, what they can see. But when I go to the builder and I start building a page, if I add many plugins and I add also the Gutenberg integration, the WooCommerce integration, custom fields and stuff like that, the page can take up to 15 seconds to load. And this is something that I'm really happy to see that it loads in 2 seconds or something. Let's go back to the website. I'm going to close that. And here, let's go to pricing, and we're going to start for pricing. They have a free version, and with the free version, you will have 40 plus core elements, 3 basic templates, and 25 plus library elements to start building. And they also have the Pro license, which at this moment it's a discount with 40%. And for those that are choosing to buy with the discount, this is early adopters, so it means that once you select something and you pay for that, you will stay with that price forever as long as you don't let that expire. So if you select the Pro version for 3 websites and $69, you will pay $69 every year. It will not go up to $99 unless you let that a product expire and you renew after that. So the prices are $29 for 1 website a year, $69 for 3 websites, and $149 a year for unlimited websites. After the discount ends, we will go to $49 for the personal and 1 website, $99 for 3 websites, and $200, $199 for unlimited websites every year. These are the same price with Elementor. And we also have a lifetime deal for 1,000 licenses, and once they are gone, they will not bring that back. They have unlimited websites, of course, and every update that they will publish, it will be available for the lifetime deal. Let's go into the Help Center. We will see that they have the knowledge base where you can read some information. They have 1 video at this moment, and inside the blog they have 6 posts. They don't have too much content at this time because I know that they are putting their effort just to fix some bugs, fix some glitches that they do have, and bring us some updates that they have promised for this year. This is the team that has brought us the Callias theme, and if you know the Callias theme, you will know that they are around 8 years now in WordPress, I think something like that, and they have amazing style, as you can see. These are great looking websites, so they will add, of course they have templates, but they will add also templates, and they will increase the templates that they have, and I think they will be amazing templates in styling. Okay, let's close that, and let's go into the website. We're going to start seeing first the plugins. And as you can see, I have the free version, and on top of that, I have the Pro version. You have to install first the free version in order for the Pro to work. And let's go to appearances and themes. In the themes, you will see that I have the Astra theme. and this is because they don't have at this moment a header builder and a footer builder. And of course you can create a section and use that as a header, you can create something as a footer, but you cannot set that for every page in the website. You have to go in every page and add it manually. They don't have also global fonts, they don't have things like that, they don't have a color to assign to a font, to a heading or something. So you will need a theme at this moment in order that to work. I used first the Hello theme, but there are some things that I was missing, so I used the Astra instead. Let's go and see the Xeon Builder, and we're going to see the settings. So here you can select the post that you want to be edited with the Xeon Builder. So if I select here the post, it will be saved automatically, and add a new post. Here I will have the button that says Edit with Xeon Builder, and if I deselect here and refresh, this button will go away. So if you add a custom post type, you will see the custom post type here. You can go and check that, and you will have the option to edit the custom post type with the Xeon Builder. Then we have the font options. They have, I think, six fonts integrated inside the Xeon. And then if you want another Google font, you can go ahead and add it yourself. The process is very easy. Just add font here, click the add font, and then select what font you want. If you want, you can search that and select the plus icon here, and it will be added right here. I'm going to delete that also, and I like that they don't add every font inside the builder. Let's go into the custom fonts, and here you will see that you can add your custom font. It can handle RUF, TTF, SVG and EOT files, and I like that you don't have to add a third-party plugin just to add your font. Then we have the Adobe fonts, and here you can paste the API key from Adobe and connect it to your fonts. Here we have the custom icons, where you can add your custom icons yourself, and you can see what they have and download if you want something. And then we have the presets, which is global colors and local colors, and also gradient, global and local. So the difference between those two is that when you use the global colors, and here is the palette where you can add your colors first and then go into the builder and use something from the global palette, and then you can go inside here and change a color to another color. This will be automatically assigned wherever the global color is used, and it will go and take up the changes for the new color. If you use the local color, it will mean that it will not be affected even if you go and change anything inside here. And the same is for the gradient also. You can add a gradient and use it across the website, and then go into the global and select and change the gradient color. Let's go to permissions. Here you can select which role can edit the Xeon Builder and can edit a page with the Xeon Builder, and here you can specify a user which can edit also the builder. Then we have the templates, and we have templates and blogs here. Template means the whole page, and blogs is for the blogs. And this is here you can export a template that you have created, and you can add a new template also and create something. And they also give you a short code, so you can use the template inside Gutenberg or another builder if you want, if you have installed another builder in the same website, but do not use the two builders in the same page. Do not use that. So if you want to add this template to Gutenberg, you can do that into a post or something. And if you want to add that in another page with the Xeon, you can use the integrated template option. You don't have to use the short code. This is for handling with the Gutenberg. Also here you can just see it, you can edit that and everything else. And here in the blogs you can do the same things. Inside the tools, you can regenerate the files of the CSS and JavaScript, and here you can click here to sync with the Xeon library for the new templates. It will be automatically sync once a day, but you can click that to do it manually if you want. Then we have the replace URL, so you can add your old URL, new URL, and have those replaced. Then let's go to the system info, where you can find system information about your installation. And here we have the Pro license key. And this at this moment is not encrypted, but it will be in the next update. So let's go into the pages, all pages, and we're going into the home. I'm going to edit that with the Xeon Builder. And let's start by explaining what are these. Now I'm going first to add a template. So let's start here from the second icon. So this is the library. So I'm going to click that, and here I'm going to see all the templates that is here created by the Xeon team. And here in the templates, it means that it's a template for the whole page. It has everything that you may need for a page. If you don't want for the whole page, you can go in here into the blue UI and you can see the hero headers. You can see some content. You can select anything that you want and click insert, or click insert directly from here. After that, we have the Pro section, which obviously are for the Pro, but there are some free, I think, inside here. They have the Pro version, which templates are Pro, but as you can see, this one is free, so you can click that and insert that inside the page, and you can select whatever you want. And we have the Core UI also, so you can select whatever you want from here. After that, we have the local library, so you will find the templates that you have created yourself, and also the global blocks that you have, and you can import that also to the page. And if you want to export something and import that to another website, you can do that also by here, export that, and go and import by clicking this button and then selecting the file. Let's go and go into the Xeon library, go and add this one, and I'm going to insert that. And let's close that, and this is how it looks at this moment. I will fix that later on, but this is how it looks. Let's save that. And let's start by going first here. This is the tree view panel. So we have three options. The first is the tree view. And as you can see, everything that it is inside the page is viewed here. So these are the elements. This is the header. This is basically a section. Inside here we have two columns, and inside here we have two custom codes in this column. And here we have inside in column another column, and here we have 4 buttons. Think the columns as divs, because basically they are divs, but in this case this will mean column if you want, but this will mean a div. And as you can see, these are the buttons. Here we have another section, which is the hero section, and here we have a column, and inside here we have the heading and the button, which are these. Now if you go and click somewhere, so let's go into the section and click here, you will see that the page will scroll down to the section that I have selected, but it will not highlight that to see what I have selected. So if I go and click here the heading, it will go into the heading, but it will not highlight that. If I hover over, it will give me a blue line so I can understand what it is, but it will not select it. So if I go first and select the button inside the hero, which is a button so we can see it. Hero header, let's go for the button. It's not going for the button, I think because it has a... Oh, sorry, it's in the button. It moved quickly. So this is the button, and as you can see, it's not selected. If I hover, I can see the blue line that is over the button, but it's not selected. Okay, now if I click somewhere, let's click inside here into the element. This is highlighted, as you can see. So I know that now I have selected the heading. But if I go somewhere that it's not expanded at this moment, so if I go, let's close that, and select here, you will see that nothing is highlighted, but nothing is not highlighted for that you can see. It's highlighted, but it's not expanded automatically. So you have to go into the section, you have to go into the column, the first column, then the next column, and then this column, and now you can see that this is highlighted. It didn't open itself, but it's highlighted. So if I click here, it will highlight the second column, and then column, and then column. So this is the heading that is already highlighted. This is something that it will be fixed in the new update. Also, if I want to edit something, I have to right click and edit that to have that to open the options. I cannot just click somewhere and open the options. This is also something that it will be fixed. We will see the options later on. So now you can understand how the tree view panel works, hopefully. Then we have the section view, which will show us thumbnails of the sections. Give it some time to regenerate the thumbs, and after that you can see all the sections of the page, and of course you can grab something and move it to another position, so you can have something like that. Okay, after that I can select the wireframe and it will give me the layout of the whole page, and I can see the sections, the columns and the elements. Basically, as you can see, the colors for the sections are dark blue, then we have this yellow for the columns, and then we have something like it's not like green or blue, it's not exactly it's light blue or something for the elements. So you can see the whole layout of the page. Let's go back to tree view, and after that I can grab this and move this to the other side, so it can go and duck into the right side if you want. Let's go now to the second one, which is the library. I have already explained what that does, but if you click here, you can also edit and add something from the library. We will see that later on. Here is the history, so it will open the history tab, and here you can see that I have only one in the initial state. The history is not working properly at this moment. It will be fixed later on. And when you start building something, and if I go here and delete something, it will show up here, but there are many cases that nothing is added here, even though I have added something in my page. So it's not working great at this moment, but they know that and they will fix it later on. Then we have the layout option, so we can change the laptop or tablet or mobile view, and we can change how it looks for the different devices. Let's change that again to the desktop. Then we have the options. Let's close that and just leave the options. And as you can see here, we have paging options and global CSS classes. If I open the page options, I have the option to change the page title, the page status, and then I have the page layout, which I'm going to change that to Xeon Builder full width. This will fix the problem I have with the width. Okay, now it's full width. Let's save that. After that, I have the custom CSS and custom JavaScript that I can add. And if I go back, I have also the global CSS classes. And here I have all the classes that I have created in my previous building. So I was just playing with that. And if you click here, you should be able to delete that. But as you can see, it doesn't work. It will be fixed later on. You cannot delete anything here, but you can just click and edit what you want. So you can click your custom class and change what you want from here. Now, keep in mind that this will have every custom class that has created in the website and in every page, so it will not be filtered by this page. So it will be a little bit of overwhelming with information here. It will have everything. Let's go close the options and let's go to the next one, which is the info. We have the start tour, so it will start a tour how you can change things. We have the key shortcuts, and you can go and see what we're having. This will save you a lot of time if you start using the key shortcuts. So this is something that you should keep in mind and start using. Let's close that. And also, if you can see here, they have shift and control, which means that they are for Windows. But if you're using a Mac, the control is the command. Hopefully, I haven't tested, but I think that this is how it will work. After that, we have the About Xeon Builder, and this is the information about the two plugins. And next we have back to WordPress dashboard, back to Xeon Builder dashboard and view post, which will open the page in a new tab, and I can see how it is from the front end. After that, I have the save template, so I can save a template and add that to the library. Choose the title and add that if I want to a category, and save it or download that. So you can save a section or you can save the whole page. And this is for the whole page, of course. And if you want to save a section, you will have to go into the section that you want, right click it and select save element. If you want to have just something like that, right click it and save element. So you can select what you want to save. Now, once you click somewhere, right click it, you will see that you have some options, and this is the edit, duplicate, copy, cut, paste, hide element, copy element, discard element styles, save and publish, and delete. If you click into the pencil, you will have some basic options. It's not the same as with right click, but we have the most common ones. As you can see, the edit, the save, the hide, the clone, and the delete. And if we click here the plus icon, it will mean that it will add another element. So we have three different colors here. As you can see, we have the dark blue, and if you saw it in the panel, this means that it will affect the section, this will affect the column, and then we have something else that will affect the element itself. So we have three different colors, and also we have three different colors for the plus icons. Now these icons is something that I don't like. Of course, I'm not used to working like this with those icons, because I'm using Oxygen a lot. I'm used to clicking into the panel and selecting what I want to add from there. So I don't like how these are looking, because sometimes they are overlapping one another and you cannot click here whenever you want. So I have to go, and if I want to select the pencil of the column, I cannot do that by here. I have to hover to the next element and then go out, and then something like, I don't know, and something like that. But if I hover here, I can select that. I cannot select the yellow pencil. So these are things that I would like to be improved. Now if I click somewhere here, I can go and duck this into here. And now if I edit another element, let's go and click here and edit that, this will open me the option panel. Let's go and put that in the right, and this didn't, as you saw, it didn't go in the right, it went in the left, and it brought the tree panel in the right. And if I go and try that to do that again, I will have the same result. So I'm going to duck this in the right, and then I'm going to take that and duck this in the left. But for some reason it went again in the left, and I'm trying to duck that in the left, but it doesn't want to. I have to go and close that, and maybe close that, and right click, edit, then take that and duck this here, and then open this section and take that. And now I cannot see that, and maybe I have to go here and take that and select this to be first here. No, close that again. Okay, tree panel, close that. I want first to select this column option, dock that here, and then click here. Again, I cannot take that and do what I want. So it is some things that are glitchy and not working correctly at this moment. Hopefully it will all be fixed later on. The next thing that I would like to show you that I don't like is, if you see here, and let's save that. Let's just save that. You will see that we have some text here. Now I'm going to add this tree view panel, and it went straight here in the right. If I go here in the home page and let's refresh that and see here, you will see that the text here is next to his arm. And if I go here, I will see that it will cover his arm. So this will change the layout that I'm viewing. So basically what I'm viewing in the back end is not the same with the results that I'm having in the front end, and this is bad. This is something that must be fixed. So as you can see here, without anything, this touches his shoulder, and if we go here, we have a little bit of space around here. Now this is something that it should be fixed. It's taking some responsiveness, and it's changing the way it looks. So these are not the same layouts. Keep that in mind. Let's delete everything and let's start building. So I'm going here into the panel, and I'm going right here and delete everything. Okay, delete that. I'm going to close that. I'm going to save that. And we're going to start building. So this is a tutorial now on how you can use the product, but this is something that I am used to and how I'm working. It's not that this is the official way. It's not that how I'm showing you it must be identical for everyone. There are persons that would like to do something different. They can add divs where I don't like to. They can add custom classes everywhere. There are many things that you can do and creating your page, but this is a basic tutorial that you can start creating the page. So we're going first and open that here, and I'm going to drag that on the right, and I'm going to save again. Hopefully it will stay there. Let's start by clicking here the plus icon, and here I have 3 tabs. I have the layout, elements, and library. This is why I told you that the library is also available from here. So you can click library, you can click open library. It will basically open the same as the library that opens here, and you can add anything that you want. Let's close that and click here plus icon again, and we have the layouts. This, if you select the layout, it will mean that it will add the section and the columns that are showing you here. So this will add the section in 1 column. This will add the section in 2 columns, and everything else will be add the columns accordingly to the image inside here. So as you can see, I select the section in 2 columns, and this is what I ended up with. I'm going to delete the columns because I don't want to. And now that I have a section, I can go inside the elements. Here you can also add a section without the columns, and also you can add the columns without sections if you want just to add columns. Keep in mind that columns are the same thing as divs, as we said. So let's go and see what we have. We have some elements like text, columns, custom code, Google Maps, image sliders, icon list, testimonials. You can see that we have also pro elements here, tabs and accordions. We have widgets inside here like the pages, calendar, archives. We have sidebar. We have many items that we can work with, and of course we can later on they will bring us more. Countdown, search, social share buttons, and they have also arranged that and put that into categories. So I can select media, and I will have the image box, image slider, gallery, and video. I can select content to select the text or heading or something else, and also I can search for something here. So let's start by adding inside here a heading. Heading, okay. And now I have a section, and inside here I have the heading. As you can see, we have a nested here element, and hopefully you can understand this is how the menu works, and I think you will know what nested means. Now if I click this, it will mean that it go inside the section. If I click this, it will mean that it will add another section inside here. So let's start by editing the section first. I'm going to right click it, and I'm going to edit that, and now it will open the section options. I would like that to be opened automatically if I click the section. It's not doing that at this moment. I have to right click it and select edit. It will do that later on. Also, if I click here, I will have some styling options. I can create a bold, I can create italics, underline, and change the color. And I can also select this only word and change the color for here. So it will add a span element and change the color just for this word. And if I right click again here, I can select also the edit, and it will open the options right here. Let's see if I can duck that in the left and that in the right. So we've done it, okay, and let's save that. So let's go into the section first. I'm going to right click it, and I'm going to add here and select edit. Now keep in mind that if you click here the heading, it will make that blue, but this doesn't mean that you are editing the heading. As you can see here, this is the section. It has highlighted the heading, and this is something that it confused me sometimes because I can see inside here and see the tree view panel that it's highlighted the heading, but I'm selecting and changing the section option. So it has confused me sometimes, and I have to keep in mind that This blue doesn't mean that I'm changing the heading. I'm changing what it says here, this section. So let's change in the section. Let's see what we have. We have the inner content width, and this is a box set and full size. This means that if you select the full size, the content will go from the beginning of the page until the end, and the boxed means that it's inside this box, so from the beginning of the logo until the end of the menu. And of course, we don't have at this moment a global setting for this. This is why I'm using the Astra theme to do that, and I couldn't do that with the Hello theme because it doesn't have that option. We have other settings for the section, column gap, in HTML tag, and we have the div, footer, header, article, main, and aside. And then we have the content orientation, vertical, horizontal, and here I can select the inner content horizontal alignment and the inner content vertical alignment. For those that are using Oxygen, they know what this does, but for those that are not, let's see. I'm going to add another heading. I'm just going to duplicate that, and as you can see, it's one next to the other. This is because it's horizontal at this moment. If I use vertical, it will go one on top of the other. If I select here the horizontal, it will go in the middle of horizontal. If I had some height, I could see that it would go vertical and in the middle. And if you want to add here two buttons that will be one next to the other, but you want the text to be vertical, and you want the buttons to be horizontal, you just have to add a div, a column basically, and select inside the div the orientation to be horizontal. So you have to go click here, add here the div, the column basically, and inside here I can add a button, and I can duplicate that button, and inside here in the columns I can edit that, and then I can select horizontal. So this will go one next to the other. Of course I can leave some space, and this is how I can select the alignment. This is basically a different alignment for every content and div that I'm editing. So you can you can edit what you want and create amazing stuff with that. Let's delete the column, and now I have two headings. Let's go into the section first and edit that. And here in the styling, here I have the wrapper and the inner content. The wrapper is for the wrapper of the element, and the inner content is for what you put inside. So I can go into the inner content and change something. As you can see, I have some green dot here, that it means that something has already been changed. And this is because I have selected that I want the display, as you can see here, to be one next to the other. So if I open here, I can see that the alignment has changed. And if I want to delete that, I can just click here and delete that, so it will go as it was in default. So let's go for the inner content, and let's go for the typography and change that font color to white. This means that everything that I add inside here, it will go into white. Now, it doesn't affect at this moment the heading, but it does affect the text. So let's delete that and add the text to see if it's doing that. So I'm adding a text, and as you can see, the text is white at this moment. And let's go again into the font color and change that to white. So you can see that it affected the text, and every text that I add inside here, it will be white, as I have set it. But it doesn't affecting the heading at this moment. It's a bug, it will be fixed later on. Of course, I can select the white to have it globally assigned into the section, but I can go into the text itself and change the color for the text to something else. So you can have 2 or 3 elements of a text, and one of those can be different accordingly to what you want. So I can change something that. This is only for the global color that I have selected for the section. And global color, I mean for this particular section, not for the whole website or for the whole page. So we're going to start building something. And let's go first to the section, edit that. And into the section, I'm going to styling and into wrapper. Here you can add the custom class. We're going to do that later on, and we're going to see what custom class is. And let's go to the background, image. and I'm going to select an image. Now here you cannot see the images. I have to go to upload files and then media library again. This is also a bug. They will fix it, and this is something that you must do the first time that you load the page. After that it will not have to be done again. Now as you can see, I have the background here, and here I have the focal point. This means that you can select which point of the image you want to be visible always, no matter how big the image will be. This selection here is what you want for that to be displayed every time. So this is something that you can do with Elementor by selecting top or bottom and select options. You cannot do that by dragging this point. This can be done also in Breezy this way, but not on Oxygen or another page builder. So this is something that I really like to see, that they can do things that not many page builders can do. Now I'm going for the middle, so I'm going to select the background. Let's give it some size first. So let's go to sizing and spacing. Let's go for width, so 700 width, and here we have pixels, and sorry, this was with the width. I want the height, so let's go for the height of 700 pixels, something like that. After that, let's go back to the background, and here, and for the repeater, I'm going to select no repeat. Okay, and here I'm going for the background size to be cover, so it will cover the whole section. After that, I'm going to the background blend mode, and I'm going to select overlay, so I can put an overlay color, because this text later on will not be able to see clearly. I have to go and add some background color to have a little bit of more differences between those two colors. So let's go into let's go back, and let's go back to background and select background color. Let's go for black and click again, and here is the opacity. I'm going for about 50%. Now I don't know what's the number, and first I hadn't seen these arrows, and I can select this, and this is an RGB. I click that twice, and here I'm going to go and select 5. So I have the opacity of 0.5. After that, I'm going again into the wrapper, and I'm going for the display. This is the same as doing that from here. Okay, styling and wrapper and display, the same thing, flexbox or so this is the same with the general. And I'm going to select the vertical, because I'm going to add another element here and I want those to be vertical. I'm going for the middle alignment, and I'm going for justify to be in the center. Now it didn't change the it didn't went anywhere. So it didn't work because I'm in the wrapper and I want to go into the inner content. Okay, let's go into sizing and spacing, sorry, not here, into the display, and select the flexbox content option to be vertical, middle, and middle. Okay, this is how it looks at this moment. Let's go and edit the heading, and go into the heading, go into styling and select the wrapper, and typography, select the color to be white, and select the pixel size to be 60. Now I have other options as well for pixels. I have also percentage, viewport height, viewport width, rem, em, and point. And you can change anything that you want from here. So we have that, and I'm going now to general, and I'm going to select that and type WordPress, not Greek, WordPress, sorry, WordPress tutorials. Okay, after that I'm going to click the plus icon here. I'm going into elements and add here a text, and this text will say, let's right click it and edit that, and it will say videos to make your life easier, something like that. Let's go into styling, and here into the wrapper I'm going into the sizing and spacing, now to the typography, and select the font size to be 22, something like that. You can see that I have some margin, and I can select, I can hover over the margin and I can click and select something different. And as you can see, I can also see how much pixels I have for the margin. After that, I'm going to add a button, and I'm going to Elements and select the button, okay, and right click the button, select Edit, and go into Styling. And here I have the wrapper, button styles, and icon styles. The wrapper is, as I hover, you can see the wrapper, it's the whole line. Then I have the button style, which is for the button itself, and then I have the icon style in case you add an icon inside the button. So in general, you can also select an icon and have that styled separately. So for the button, I'm going into Styling, I'm going into Wrapper first, and into Display, and here I'm going for the Flexbox container, and I could go into Vertical and Middle, something like that. But you could also do that from General and select that here in the middle, which is faster. I just want to show you from Styling, because if you're going to add that to a custom class, you should know where it is to do that for the custom class itself. So after that, we're going to add some margin. So I can click the top element and just click it, and then hover over and then drag and drop some margin. This is a padding, sorry, this is the margin, so it has different colors as you see. And now I have 23 pixels of margin. I want to add some more. I'm going for 40 because I have 40 here. This is 40.2, so I'm going to add 40 here, and I'm good to go. Let's go and edit now the button. So I'm going back to Styling, and here I'm going to Button Styles, and I'm going to select the background to be a color of let's go for global, and let's go for this. Doesn't work. Okay, this is a bug also. Let's go to something else. Let's go for local, and let's go for this. Now, if I want to change the hover colors, I have to go here. I have to select this. This is the pseudo selector, and select the hover. I can also select the active, after, before, focus, custom, and I can, of course, in custom create the pseudo section that I want, the pseudo selector. So I'm going for the hover, and I'm going to select the background to be red. Now you cannot see that red. I have to go and hover over the button to get the red, but for some reason I cannot. Okay, now I can, because it was open. So this is something that I would like to be fixed, because you cannot change the color and immediately see it. It should change at this point with the color select. I could not leave it here and hover over to see it. I have to go and click here, and then I can select and see how it looks. So this is a bug also. Now if you can see it, we have the different color that takes place immediately, the transition. So I have to go into the button styles, into transitions, and here into the duration I have to drag and drop or select the number, and I'm going for 400 millisecond. This is millisecond, it's not second. Okay, so 400 millisecond is basically 0.5 seconds. So once I hover now, you can see that it transition to the color better. Let's go and add another section. So I'm going to click here and add another section, element sections. And here inside this section, I'm going to, let's go and edit that section, and I'm going to put some padding. Let's go into the wrapper, and I'm going to add some padding. Now, since I don't have any global settings and I do want this padding to be available easier, I can go into the custom class, and here that it says the selector for the wrapper, I can go and select something for section padding. And as you can see, I have already created that, so I can click here, section padding, and then I can go into the sizing and spacing and select the padding that I want. So I can go and give this 75 and 75. And as you can see, it will have a 75. Now, whenever I add a section and I add this custom class, it will immediately take the padding that I have set here. Let's go and save that. Not here, I'm going to save that just to save the page. Okay, now let's go and add here into the section. I'm going for a heading. Let's go and add a heading. heading, and here this heading should be services. Okay, now I'm going to go and put that in the middle, so I have to go into the section, edit that, and into the styling, into the inner content, into the display, I'm going to select this to be here vertical and middle. You can also do that into general here, vertical, middle, the same thing. Okay, after that I'm going to add 3 columns, so I'm going to add 3 columns, and here as you can see it will add a column. This is basically the row, and then after that it will add 3 columns inside the row. Let's go into the column. I'm going to select that, right click and edit that, and here I'm going into the styling and I'm going into the wrapper, and I'm going to add a custom class for that. So we have services column. As you can see, I have already created some custom classes, but I don't want to use those. I want to add another one, so I'm going to add 2 here. Services column 2. So I'm going to copy that, add this class, and I'm going to the other columns and add the same class. So here I'm going to add the same class, add that, and here edit, and I'm going into styling, into wrapper, and I'm going to add the same class, add class. Okay, now that I'm here, I can go into the first column and I can change things into the wrapper, and it will affect the other columns that I have the same class. But the downside here is that I have to select every time the class that I have added. So I have to go and select the class. If I change to another element and edit something else and then go back to the column again and edit that, I have to go into the styling, into the wrapper, and select again the class. If I don't, it will not affect the other classes. So this is something that I would like to be fixed. Let's go into the heading first and edit that, and here I have the H1 and I want to do that H2. After that I'm going to leave some margin here, and I'm going for 40, and also I can add this margin, the 40 pixels, as a custom class to have it already here and immediately add it everywhere that I want. So let's go into the columns, and here I'm going to add an image. After the image I'm going to add a heading, and after the heading I'm going to add a button. If you show that it closes, it's because it adds some space down and you have to go and select that again. So this is something that it's auto be fixed. I'm clicking that, it goes down and it removes the plus, so I have to go and click it again. So okay, those things are a little bit glitchy at this moment. Now that I have those 3 elements, I can go and add the custom classes for those elements, duplicate those, and then send them to the columns. Also, you can add inside this column, which is the column div, add another div, and then inside the div add these 3 elements. In that case, you can just duplicate the last div and have those duplicated automatically. So you can do that and it will be a little bit faster, but I don't like to add divs whenever I don't need to. So I just prefer to spend 20-30 more seconds in order to just do that. So I'm going to the image, I'm going to edit that, and I'm going to select for styling. I have here, as you can see, the wrapper, the link styles, and the image style. I'm going for the image styles, and here I'm going to select something for the image, services, image, and then 2, just to have it unique, add class. Then let's go to the heading, let's go and edit that, and this styling wrapper, and it will be services, heading 2. Okay, and then I have the button, so I can click that, edit that into styling, and here you will see that I have 3 elements. I have the wrapper, the button styles, and the icon style. I want to add the custom class for the wrapper and the custom class for the button. Now, for me, it's a disadvantage that I need to add two classes for the same button. So I need to go for services, button, wrapper, 2, add class, and then go back to the button styles and add another class. So services, button, two, something like that. But when I sent that to the team, to the Xeon team, they said me that this is an advantage because you can edit the elements and you can add the classes and separate that and do more flexible things. Now, I don't see that way, but this is my opinion. I would like to have one class for every option. So let's see what we're going to do next. Next, we're going to change this heading. Let's go and edit that, and we're going to put that in H4. And here I'm going now to duplicate that, and I'm going to duplicate and duplicate. This can also be done with the with the shortcuts. But I'm going to do that with the mouse, and right-click and duplicate, and right-click with duplicate, and then press me and duplicate, and press me and duplicate. Now I can go here and add those to another column. I can go and grab that and put that here like this, or I can grab those from here, whatever suits you. You can do whatever you want here. You can just do that, or go here and do that from here. So as you can see, the button is on top, so I can grab that and put that on the bottom. It didn't went, so now it's good. Okay, and then I can go into heading and put that in the middle, and here in heading and put that in the middle as well. So we have 3 identical columns. So I can click here and I can change the styling and wrapper, and now I can go into the background and select the image, not the background image, sorry. Let's go to general. We're not in the heading. This is why I'm always confusing. I have to go into edit the heading, the image, and I have to go and select the image and select here, add the image, and then go here, click, right click, edit, select what I want, ideas. Okay, and this will remain as press me. I can also right click it, edit, and I can go and select and change the text button, have it linked and in the same window or new window, and do whatever you want with the button. I'm going to leave it as it is for now. I'm going to select the next one, edit the image, and select this, which is the support, yeah, edit that and select here support. Okay, and then right click, edit, and select here the service. This is the service, and select here edit, and here select service. Okay, so we're going to style now that we have the content, and now as you can see they are too close to each other, so I need those to be spread, and I'm going to the column, which is the row basically, this column, edit. And here, as you can see, it's auto. I can go and select the width to be 12, so it will go across the page, or I can go inside auto and select for the styling, wrapper, and select for sizing and spacing, and into width I can go for 100%. So it didn't go. Now I think this is a bug. Let's go. Yeah, once I hover, it's changing, doing something wrong here, and I don't have anything into the hover. Yeah, I have something in the hover. I don't remember when I selected this to be hovered, so I'm going to delete that, the hover changings, and maybe delete the default for the selected column, and again edit that. And go into the general, go for horizontal, okay, and go into the styling now, wrapper, and select, this is again hover, selecting the default. I don't know why it's changing. Okay, and then go to the sizing and spacing and select the width to be 100%. Let's go for %. So it took the whole size of the row, the whole size of the content. Okay, now as you can see, this is left aligned, so I have to go into the column, right click and edit, and I have to go and change how it looks now. But if you go into styling wrapper, you will see that this is not selected with the custom class, and this is something that I want to be automatically selected, because I don't want every time to go and select the custom class. If I go select the custom class here and then go into the image, edit that, and then go again to the column and edit that again, you will see in the styling that now it's not selected again, the custom class. I have to go and select again. And if I don't select it, I can go into the display and select that I want this to be middle and middle, but it will not affect everything. It will just affect, as you can see, the first one and not the others, because I have to go and select here in the wrapper the custom class first, and then go into the display Flexbox container and select here the middle and middle. So I would like that to be automatically remained into the custom class that I have selected. Now for the button, it didn't go into the middle because I have the wrapper that takes the space, so I have to go into the button, edit that, and I have to go into the styling and then the wrapper, and remember to select here the services, and then go into display, into Flexbox content, and select middle here and vertical. So it went into the middle, and as you saw, it went everywhere. Now I can select if I want the color of the button and not in the wrapper. I want the button styles here to be the color, background color, and select something different. And as you can see, it didn't take everything because yet again I didn't remember to change this to the class. So let's go and change the background color to be something like that, red. Okay, let's go for red. Now here we have also the advanced, where we can change the element name, element unique ID, and element visibility. And when I say here, I don't mean that this is only for the button. Everywhere in every element we have the same 3 tabs, and we also have the search. The search is an easier way to add some colors or do some stuff easier. So I can click here in ideas, right click and edit that, and now I can go for the search and select color, and now I can go and select the font color to be something like that. But of course I have first to select the class, the custom class, because it's not it didn't take the custom class, it just changed for this one, as you can see. But I have this search option. Hopefully it will be fixed later on and you can add that in a custom class or something. I just wanted to show you that you have this option. Now I'm going to put some margin underneath, so I'm going for something like 30. Okay, and also for the ideas I'm going to click it once, and then I'm going to hover over and put that 30. Okay, and now as you can see, I put that, but it didn't tick, it didn't went across the website, so I have to go back and delete that. And let's go and do that by editing here. And these are some bugs that you will see happened. So let's go into the wrapper and then into spacing, and I'm going to delete that, and then ideas, right click, edit that, and styling wrapper, and here I'm going to click that. Okay, now here if I want to put some margin underneath and across the 3 columns, I have to select the services heading, select sizing and spacing, and here I have to put the the margin to be 30 pixels, as we said, 30 pixels. And then let's go for this and styling and wrapper and sizing and spacing, and let's go for the margin 30 pixels. So it will go something like this, but I forgot to select the custom class. And why I don't have for the image the custom class? I thought I put the custom class for the image. Maybe I didn't. I put a custom class for the images and not for the wrapper. Okay, I should have also a custom class for the wrapper. This is something that it shouldn't be happening if I used only one class for the whole image. So let's add quickly custom class for the wrapper. So let's go into styling, into the wrapper. I'm going first here and I'm going to delete that, and then I'm going here and I'm going to add services. Image wrapper, copy that, add class, and now I can go into sizing and spacing and select the margin to be 30 pixels. After that, I can go here, edit that, styling, wrapper, and add the same wrapper, add class, and then edit, styling, wrapper, and edit that. So we have the same space here. Now let's go into the column. Let's edit the column, and I must remember to add here the custom class, so it will affect everything. So I'm going into sizing and spacing. I'm going to put first, let's go for the background to see what we're doing. Let's select a color and let's go for an off-white, something like that. Okay, now I'm going for the sizing and spacing, and I'm going to put padding here. So I'm going to click here that has the connection. So I'm going to click that, and now they're all connected. And if I put here 30 pixels, it will go for everything. So this is the top, this is the bottom, this is the left, and this is the right. Sorry, this is the right and this is the left, as you can see here. And this is also the same for the margin. So you can see how it went. Now I need some margin, so I'm going to click that, and I'm going to put here something like 5 pixels, so it will separate the one from the other. But let's go for 10, something like that, 10 pixels. Okay, it's good. And now I need some border radius, so I'm going to click the border radius and click about 20. Something like that. Now keep in mind that if you are using border radius here, you have to use also for the buttons, and for those buttons you cannot add border radius like that in the column and not add the border radius in the button. It doesn't look consistent in your layout, so you have to do something like that also. I'm not going to, just going to show you how it's done, but you should know that. Also, I can go and do an effect like a hover for the background, so I can go and hit here in the hover. And first, let's go and copy the code for the color. So I can go now and select here the hover and go into the background and select the same color, but give it a little bit of be a little bit darker. So grab that and go a little bit down. So now if I go and click elsewhere and hover, I will see that it's a little bit different, as you can see. Let's go back and let's select that the default, and now you will see that it changes a little bit. It's not too obvious, but it does changes. And also let's go into the transition and give that about 0.4, so it's not too hard. It's a little bit easier, but I think it doesn't mean to take a point, it needs a comma. You should see these to change places, so let's add a comma and 4. It didn't change places. Okay, I'm always forgetting that this millisecond and not seconds. Okay, 400. So it changed it place, so it took the amount that I put here. Let's then go into the transform. No, borders and shadows, and let's put that a box shadow. Let's select the color first. Let's go for black and select the opacity to be about 30 or 20%. Let's change that. Okay, 21%. Very good. And let's go select the pixels for the left and right. 0 pixels for top, bottom. 0. This is the spread, and this is go for 3 pixels or something to be a light. And I don't want this, so I'm good to go. Let's save that and see how it looks in the front end. And this is how it looks. We have a box shadow, but it's a light, it's not too obvious. And if I wanted to be sure that it's working, I can do and select that to be dark and not the same opacity, so it will change as you can see, but I don't want that to be light. Okay, something like that, and maybe change that to 5 pixels. Okay, let's save that again. And after that, let's go and add another section. Let's close that section so we don't have too much space in here. And let's add here another section. Add this section. And now that I have this section and I don't have any margin inside here, let's add first inside the section some, let's delete the column and add an element just to see the margin and the padding, the padding, not the margin. Let's go for heading. As you can see, it doesn't have any padding inside here, but I can go into the section, edit that, and I can go and into the styling and select for the wrapper to have, this was, I can't remember what I have put, but I think it was section and then padding, yeah, section padding. So once I click here, you can see that this went here. So immediately it went with the padding that I have set. Obviously, in order to remember that, you have to do the same thing over and over, or you have to write those down. If I go now to sizing and spacing, size and spacing, sorry, I will see that I have the padding that I have set. So let's go again to the section. We are in the section and we're going general, and we're going vertical, and here, something like that. Okay, I'm going to delete that, and here I'm going to add to columns. So I'm going to click here, I'm going to add to columns. I thought I add, yeah, to columns, okay. And let's add in the first column, I'm going to add a text. So let's go for a text. No, let's go for a heading first. Heading. So we have the heading, and I'm going to click the heading. I'm going to edit that, and I'm going to put that H2, and here is about us. This is the about us. Okay. This is 2 lines because it doesn't have width enough to go for the whole page. So I'm going to go into the column. I'm going to edit that, and I'm going to select here to be full width. Okay. As you can see, it went from the one end to the other. And if you want to change the column's size, you can go and grab here and change that wherever you want. So you can edit that. Let's go into columns, and here I'm going to edit the column. And now if I go here into the styling, I will see that I have something that made that to change. So I go in here, and then I can go and select that, and it will go again how it was before. So we have the about us, which is H2. After that, I need some text. So let's go for lorem ipsum. Okay, generate lorem ipsum. I'm going to take some of this text, something like that. Copy that, and let's go back here and add here inside the column. Sorry, here inside the column, add text. And this text, right click, edit. We'll have this. I'm going to add some spaces. I don't like the text to be like that, so I'm going to add here some space, and maybe here some space. No, I'm going to remove that. Add something like that. Okay, now here I'm going to add a background, but I'm not going to add an image. I'm going to add a background to the whole column. So I'm going to add the column. I'm going to edit that because I want the image to be full width of the column. So I'm going styling, wrapper, and I'm going for background, and I'm going to select the image. Image will be something like that, and this doesn't have any alternative text, so it's about us. Copy that and put that here, add image, and now I have the image here. Don't want to repeat it, so no repeat. I'm going for a cover, so cover, and something like that. Okay, now keep in mind that the column or the content, sorry, not the content, the section doesn't have a size unless you put an element inside or you give it some padding or some margin. Some padding, of course, not margin. If you don't do that, then it doesn't have any size. So now you can see the image here because I have some content in the left side. But if I go and put that to be a tablet, no, if I go and put that in a mobile and go one on top of the other, I will not be able to see the column in the front end. In this moment I can see because it hasn't gone and separate that to be vertical. I have to go and do that manually. But in order to do that to work from a mobile, you have to go and put some size here. So you have to go into the div, into this column, and put into the sizing. Let's go into the wrapper and go into the size and spacing and give some height here or give some padding inside here. I usually put the height, so I'm going for 400 pixels, something like that. And this will affect, of course, the other column as well. And now I have to go into the About Us column, the column, not this one, sorry, this one. Edit that, and now I can go into the styling. Let's do that from here, vertical, and here is middle, and here is middle as well. Now, since I want to do an effect here, I'm going to add also another div, and now I can see that this has the same background as this. So I'm going first to the section, edit the section, and I'm going to give that a little bit of color. So let's go to the wrapper and let's go background and give that an off-white. So we're going for the off-white and something like that. Okay, so it will separate from the other section, the About Us. And then let's go back to the column. Here I'm going to add another column. So I'm going to add a div. In here I'm going to move the heading and the text. Sorry, I grabbed the whole one. The text, okay, for some reason it's going, it takes the whole column and not only the text. Okay, let's grab it from here and put that on here. So I have now the column and I have the heading and the text. Of course, you can rename everything that you want, so you will not be be confused with everything. So here I can go and just double click it. Sorry. And select something like overlapping, something like that. And so now I can go and right click it, edit that, and let's go into the styling, let's go into the wrapper, select for the background to be white, something like that. So now we have only this div, the overlapping, but I don't want that to be from the one end to the other. So I'm going to go into the sizing and spacing, and I'm going for the height to be auto. Let's type auto. Okay, as I can see, this doesn't work. Let me check really quickly if I'm doing that correctly. So I have this to be, let's edit that. This has some height, sizing and spacing. It has a 400 pixels, and if I go to something less, I will see that it shrinks. Okay, this shouldn't take the whole space, this div. And let's go here and put that in the middle. Okay, and vertical. It shouldn't take the whole space. It should take less space here. Let's go again to the styling, wrapper, sizing and spacing, and let's put here for the height to be 200 pixels. And I'm writing in Greek, okay, 2 pixels, 200 pixels. So I didn't change the height. Again, okay, I don't know why, but I'm not going to do anything else right here. I'm just going to put some padding inside here. So let's go and edit that and put them. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. I'm not going to search for that because this tutorial will go up to, I don't know, 2 hours or something. So let's go and put that for the left and right about 40 pixels. So it has some space inside here. And after that, let's save that. And let's close that here, this section, and add another section. This will be the last one. So I'm going to add another section. And here in this section, I'm going to add a heading. The heading will be something like videos. Okay, let's edit that. Videos. Okay, this is an H2. Into this section, edit, I'm going for a wrapper to be section padding, as I remember correctly, section padding, yes. Okay, now I'm going back into the wrapper and in a content or general, and let's go vertical, middle, and middle. Let's not go middle for the vertical alignment. Okay, here I'm going to add 3 columns, and here in the columns I'm going to add, here I can add an image box which will have the image, the heading, and the title, but I'm not going to. I'm going again for the image, and after the image I'm going for the heading, and after the heading I'm going again for a button. Yet again, button, the same layout that I have up there. Of course, I can duplicate that and have it also here. I can duplicate the whole section if I want to. So here I'm going to click here and select to that, right click, edit, select that to be H2. Okay, and then I'm going into the styling wrapper and put something here for the heading. So we have videos, heading, something like that. Then we have the image, which will be edited, and selecting the styling for the wrapper here to be videos image wrapper. Okay, and then for the button, again edit, styling, and select for the wrapper to be videos button wrapper. Okay, after that let's edit some space here, edit that. Okay, let's put that here in 40. Let's leave it 42. Okay, and let's now start duplicating that, duplicate and duplicate. Let's put that here and that here. Let's duplicate, and duplicate and duplicate again. Okay, it went on top. And this on here. Okay, now I don't have set something for the column, so I need to put also a class for the column. So I need to go into the column. Let's go here into the column. Let's edit that. And let's go into styling, wrapper, and select something for videos column. Okay, add that class, and I have to go also do that in the next columns. Edit, styling, wrapper, add class, and edit that, styling, wrapper, and add that class here also. Now Let's edit that, and this let's start for the image first so we know what I'm doing. Let's edit that, and we're going to add here this. Okay, so this is repair computers. This video is for repair computers. Repair computers. Okay, the button will be edit and say play now. Play now. Okay, I could do that before I duplicate the button, but it doesn't matter. Edit that, play now, edit that, play now. Okay, after that, let's go for this one. Edit that, select the image, and this is repair Mac. Okay, edit, repair Mac, and this is repair tablet. Then I'm going to into this image, edit that, and select the tablet, this one. Add that, so we're okay with that. Now I can see that this doesn't have the same size as this, and let's see why. Okay, we have another column inside here. This column is this is for the row, this is the column, this is the column here, this is for the row, and this is the image. Okay, I think we'll see later on why it's that. We don't have anything inside here. Yeah, I think we're okay with that, but for some reason the image is not the same size. So let's see. Let's first start with a column, edit that, and we'll put that everything in the middle. So I'm going to the wrapper, and I'm going for selecting first the class, and I'm going into the display, flexbox, and go for vertical, middle, and middle. Okay, something like that. So it wasn't in the middle, I think. And then let's go and select. After that, we have the image, so we have the wrapper, but I do want the image here. Edit image, styling, and here I need the, let's go for the wrapper, and let's put some margin. So let's select the class, let's select sizing and spacing, and put some margin of 20. Okay, select now the button, edit that, and select into styling first the wrapper, the class, and then sizing and spacing, no display, and select here in the middle and vertical. Okay, and after that select here and edit that for the heading, and select styling and wrapper, and select sizing and spacing, and some margin to 20 pixels again, something like that. But I didn't select the class. Okay, let's go back, select the class, display, not display, sizing and spacing, and select here 20 pixels. Okay, so it has some little bit of different spacing, I think, here, and the image doesn't look the same, and I'm not going to search why, and maybe it's something that I did wrong. Okay, I'm not going to start searching because it will take some time, and I'm not going to take more time of you guys just to show you that. Now, some other things that I would like to show you after I'm doing the GTmetrix. So let's go and grab that and see how fast it goes, because this is something that you should know about the page builder that you're using. And if you have seen any of my videos, I'm really concerned about the speed. And let's go and add those elements. And of course, we're going to see that in the backend, the page is really fast. So we're going into a page that I haven't used with the Xeon Builder. Let's go and edit something like that for the content. Of course, it doesn't have any content inside here. As you can see, it's a blank page. And if I go here and edit that with the Xeon Builder, it will open up really quickly. I mean, in a matter of 2 seconds, I think. And even if you have content in the page, so I'm going to close that. So I do know that in the home page I have content. I'm going to edit that with Xeon. I'm going to open that, and it will open in a matter of seconds, as you can see here. So it's really fast, even in the back end. And if we go here, we will see that we have a really good times, and as you can see we have 25 requests and 550 kilobytes in the page size and 1.7 seconds for the page to load. Remember that this is without the caching plugin or with any other thing that we can do to improve that. And if we go for the Google Page Speed inside, sorry for the Greek, I have to go and change here the L to EN, just change the language, and of course it will go and do that test again. And let's go to the waterfall, and remember that I'm using also the Astra theme, and these are grabbing some requests from the Astra. So basically the Oxygen would be a little bit faster as for the request because it doesn't use the theme, and I have to compare it to the Oxygen, and it adds one more request, and we're going to see what. And this is the, as you can see, this is from the Astra, the Style Minify, and this is for the Ubuntu, and this is for the from the Astra. This is also okay. This is from the WordPress, and this is from the Xeon Builder. This is a dynamic cache from the Xeon Builder, and this is again the Ubuntu font. And everything else is from the content or the Xeon Builder. The only thing that I didn't want to see here is the animate CSS, because I hadn't add any animation inside, but it add an animate CSS. Okay, it had only one request, but it shouldn't. So hopefully they will fix also that. And if you go here, we can see that the mobile is 75 and the desktop is 97. Again, no caching installed here. So we have good results. And as you saw, everything was very quick. Now, also, if we go and add into the section here, let's go into the section and edit that. So we have the section here. We can see that we have also shape dividers here, and you can see how it looks. So you have the image, the preview here, the shape preview, and also we can also change the mask height. We can change, of course, if we want to flip it, or we can put that in the top or in the bottom. You can change for here. Also, we have animation. So if we go into the styling and we go into the wrapper, and we go into the transitions, sorry, not transitions. Okay, I had to pause the video to just search for it. It's in advanced, we have animation option. And as you can see, we have also the preview of the animation. So as you can see, there are differences with this page builder, so you can view what you're adding. You just don't select zoom out up. You can see how it looks like before you add that, which is something that really looks great. So let's start with the review. Let's go back just to have this in my page. So about this Xeon Builder, I think it's too soon for us to have an opinion about how it is going to work. It's really early. They have a lot of bugs at this moment, but you can start creating something. They say that they will bring also the header and the footer in this year, but I don't think that they will manage to succeed that, because we have only 3 or 4 days for the year to end. And I'm sure that they will bring everything that they have promised. Now, I like very much the communication with those guys. So I send them about 20 emails or something. I pushed them really hard about that, and I was always asking about this and asking about that, and going forward and seeing that I don't like this and don't like that, and they kept sending me emails back in the same day in most cases, or in the next day if I was late that day, and they answered every single question that I made. I sent them a list with 26 or something questions, and they answered to each and every one by one. When they could say that 1 to 20 we will fix those their bugs, and then separate the other questions or something. But they took the time, and I really did enjoy the communication with those guys. I do like how it works. There are some things that I hope they will improve, but this is something that it's different from other page builders. Now, who should buy such a thing? If you're building websites and you're an agency, I think you will find things that you like with this. They don't have at this moment ACF integration. They don't have a WooCommerce integration, and I mean to build things with WooCommerce and add those things, but they will put everything inside there. They also have dynamic content, which I didn't show you. And if I go here and edit that, I have here the button that is for the dynamic content, which is only for the Pro, of course. So you can select the post title, post date, or something else. You cannot add here your post because they don't have this element at this moment, but I'm sure that they will bring it later on. My opinion is something that it's worth investing money, and I'm going for the lifetime deal. I have already the Pro license. I bought it, and I'm going for the lifetime deal for sure, because I do think that they will improve and they will become something that I can work with. I do also have Oxygen, but in some cases I don't like Oxygen speed in the back end. I have built a website using the ACF fields in Oxygen, and I have ended up with the page in the back end that loads in about 15 seconds it takes to load. And if I change the tab and I don't want to wait, maybe it will not load at all and I have to go back and refresh the page. So I have something like that because I have added too many elements inside the page. So I think that they should improve something like that. But at this moment, Xeon Builder in the backend is way faster. It has also some features, some content as you saw for the animation or the focal point in the images, so they can create something good and something that can help you improve. There are, of course, things that I don't like, but this is because I am used to Oxygen at this moment way too much. If you're coming from Elementor or Breezy or Divi or something like that, you will find yourself a little bit difficult spot that you have to learn more. At this moment, there are not too many videos out there. I think that there are not any videos except the one that they have created already, and hopefully they will start creating videos just to learn that. When I start using Oxygen, I have to go and see every single video that was out there in order to see how it works. And this is how usually a new plugin works. You have to go and read the manual, you have to go and play with that and see how the team wanted you to work. So you have to understand the workflow. After that, I think it's not too difficult to understand and play with. Now, if you're not an agency and you're someone that creates websites from only for his shop or his local business or something, if you are not into WordPress at all and you're just learning, I think it's the same thing if you don't know Elementor or Divi or Breezy and you don't know this builder. They are the same. They will take you maybe a little more hours to build something like a website with Xeon than Elementor or Breezy, but you do have to start searching how it works. So if you don't know anything, this is a very good deal, and you can go and buy something for 29 bucks and every year pay for 29 bucks to have the Pro version. Of course, you can build something with the free as well. They have the free version here. But you can go with the free version and stay with the 29 bucks for a website. If you are using another builder, it will be a little difficult for you, but I think the speed is worth it. So it worth the transition that you're going to make and the hours that you're going to spend for that. Again, they have a lot of bugs. They do know that, and they are going to fix everything. I think that they have listened everyone that they have sent anything in the GitHub, and they know what they're doing, and hopefully they will improve fast, and they will bring, hopefully by the end of the next summer, next year, around this time of season, I don't know, something good, and we can create amazing stuff with that. So this is my opinion. This is my personal opinion. Again, I'm not sponsoring or doing any favors to anyone. I have bought everything with my own money. And if you like the video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos. I would like to hear your opinion. If you have tried it, what is your opinion about that? What are the bugs or the things that you don't like? And what are the things that you do like? Please share that in the comments below. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.